Okay, I guess not a lot of people are here, but it's okay. So, Largest Time Linguistics Club 2022, taught by me, Charlotte, and Lucy. A review of the Linguistics Olympiad, NACLO and IOL, North American Computational Linguistics Open Competition. It's the competition that determines which students get to go to participate in the IOL or International Linguistics Olympiad. So you can prepare for NACLO by taking a foreign language class, linguistics textbooks. You can check out the 2023 handbook at the link that I'll send in chat in a moment. Practice problems and Olympiad workshops part 3 by Zara, which there's a YouTube link which I will also link. NACL 2023 is going to be January 26th, 2023. So first problem we're going to do is called 1, 2, 3. I'm going to send the link to this in the chat. So everyone click on the link and we're going to go over this problem, how to solve it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So English has the wonderful feature that it lets you stick two nouns together into a compound noun whose meaning derives in some idiosyncratic way from the meanings of its parts. Water fountain, a fountain that supplies water. Water ballet, a ballet that takes place in water. Water meter, a device that measures water, so on and so forth. Even more fun is that one of the two nouns in the compound noun could itself be a compound noun, as in the case of ice cream soda. What was the recipe for that beverage? It depends. You can make ice cream soda or soda made out of ice cream, but you can also make iced cream soda by putting ice into cream soda. So the paragraph above used these square brackets to distinguish two possible meanings of ice cream soda, one of them being the conventional meaning. Add brackets to each compound below to indicate whether the most likely meaning corresponds to xy in brackets and then z, or then x then yz in brackets. So if anyone needs me to send the link again in chat, I can do that. Go ahead and work on this problem, and when you're done, put it in chat. Okay, Laura. So your answer for the first one, A is ice and then cream soda. So the answer I have here is ice cream in brackets, then soda. But I guess either of them could work because like you can put ice into soda and cream soda is a thing, so works. Science fiction writer. I think this one explains itself. A writer that writes science fiction. C, customer service representative. This one's also kind of self-explanatory. Representative from customer service. State chess tournament. It's a chess tournament hosted by the state. Uh, for the Mars rover landing, I disagree. The Mars rover is one unit, and then the landing is what's happening. So it would be Mars rover in brackets, then landing. You understand? Or and plastic water cooler, also self-explanatory. Water cooler that's made out of plastic. Typeface design report, also kind of self-explanatory. Does anyone else want to post their answers? I'll stay on this page for another minute or so and wait for anyone else to post their answers. Yeah, if cream soda wasn't a thing, then that would not work. Okay, so let's move on to R2. So of these five combinations, choose the most likely bracketing for the four-word compound noun country song platinum album. Okay, so this question, the answer is C, country song, because that is one unit. It's a song that's in the style of country. Platinum album, it's it's like it's just kind of like an album name. So that's how it's put together. R3, give a plausible definition of space mission control freak show. And if you have to use compound nouns in your definition, define them as well. I'll give about probably like 10 probably maybe even 15 minutes for this one since it's a bit longer and harder. But if anyone happens to come across a solution before then we can discuss it. Yeah, it's that could be possible, yeah. So my answer for this question is a drama about control freaks performed during a space mission. There are multiple answers to this question, just depends on the way you interpret it. So I'm gonna give about 2 more minutes for anyone else to put in their answers, and then after that we'll move on to R4. All right, let's move on to R4. So show the most likely bracketing for the eight noun sequence below. As in the examples above, your bracketing must have the form in the bracket XY, where each of X and Y is either a single word noun or a compound noun, which must also be written in the bracketing XY and so on. So the words are family, board, game, togetherness, effect, government, study, author. Isabel, you want to explain your answer? Like explain it and say why you got to that answer and how? No, not allowed to change the bracket says we have to go on the order that is given: family, board, game, togetherness, effect, government, study, author. That's the order that has to go. Okay, we spent a lot of time on this problem, so I'm just gonna share the answer now. Um, so the answer goes like this, which I am drawing it on the screen if you uh want to see it. Also, excuse the bad handwriting. I'm drawing using a mouse. Okay, so yeah, I realized halfway that I could have just put the brackets around the words, but so as we can see, the innermost one is board game, which is a very common compound noun, like Monopoly, Sorry, all those board games. And then family board game. So family and board game. So like a board game that you play with your family. That is the next one here. And then the next one, I should probably change the color I'm using, but the next one is togetherness effect. So it's like the effect of being together. Uh, and then we can also see that the next one is government study. So it's probably a study on how board games affect uh, a family being together or something like that. And then we see the next one is right here. And then government study, pretty self-explanatory. It's a study done by the government, which will be here. And then, of course, the last one is author. So the author, the person who's doing this government study on uh, board games and family and the effect of being together and all that stuff. So uh, I hope you understand. If you don't understand, uh, feel free to say something in chat. If there's no questions, I'm going to move on to the next question. All right. So a computer program knows less about the world than you do, so it may have more trouble interpreting these sequences of nouns. How many bracketings must it choose among? Complete the following table by inserting the correct numbers for 5, 6, and 7 words. So one word, of course, you can only have one. Two words, you want to make compound nouns, so you can only have one. Three words, there's two possible ways, which is shown in R1, like this. Uh, Four words is shown in R2, like this. Five possible ways. Five words shown in R3, space mission control freak show. And six and seven, uh, see if you can complete the table. Okay, so I spent a lot of time on this set already, so I whether or not you're done, I'm going to continue. Sorry if you didn't get to finish the problem. 5 words is 14, 6 words is 42, 7 words is 132. Now, I definitely would not want to brute force this on the actual test. You most likely don't have enough time. So, there is a formula for this. It yeah, it's math, so uh it's good to know a little math. This is just counting. So I'm not gonna explain the formula. I'm just gonna put it here. Let me scroll down so it's a little easier to see. And this holds true for any n is greater than 1. So n is the number of nouns in the sequence. And the resulting sequence is the actually the Catalan numbers. I'm not gonna go into that, but if you want to search it up, it might be good to know. Maybe they have something to do with Catalan numbers uh, in 2023. It's always good to know. And that's the formula for deriving that. Uh, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to erase it now. And on to R6. So so far we've been using the rule noun plus noun equals to noun. English also allows adjective plus noun equals to noun, or an adjective is a word such as smelly. Phrases that include adjectives may still have multiple interpretations. Smelly skin lotion versus smelly skin lotion. But a sequence of nouns and adjectives does behave differently from a sequence of nouns. Big fluffy pancake can only be interpreted as big fluffy pancake, and samurai short sword can only be interpreted as samurai short sword. The other interpretations are impossible or at least highly unlikely. For purposes of this problem, we will assume that the other interpretations are impossible and explain this by saying that certain rules are quote unquote missing from English. What are the missing rules? Okay, so for R6 to get big fluffy pancake in this configuration, just gonna put P as pancake to save time. To get that configuration, we need adjective plus adjective equals to adjective. And again, if we're to get samurai short sword, as in this configuration, then we'd have to have noun plus adjective equals to adjective, or noun plus adjective equals to noun. So R7, for each phrase below, list all possible bracketings. The definition of bracketing is the same as in R4, except now X is allowed to be a single word adjective. So roasted red potato pancake, crazy monkey cheap cider house, and just try out those two questions and put them in chat, and then I'll go over them in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the answers now. So I'm just going to type them in chat, uh, save my hand some pain from drawing it out. So those are the three configurations for roasted red potato pancake. There's 7 configurations for uh, the Crazy Monkey Cheap Cider House. I'm going to post them all in a moment. And if you have any questions on them, or like what they can mean, then feel free to ask and I'll explain it. Okay, I'm gonna move on to R8. So recall from R5 that there are uh, F of 6 possible bracketing source sequence noun, 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 noun. How many bracketings are possible for each of the following 6 word sequences and explain why. I'm not gonna give any time for you guys to solve because running short on time already. So the first one is 0. Uh, if it's all adjectives, you don't have a noun, it's not plausible. B, you only have one noun, so you only have one choice. C, you have 5 ways. There's 5 ways to divide the 4 adjectives into an initial group that modifies the second noun and a final group that modifies the first noun. And D has 14 possible ways. So we can first suppose that the nouns are bracketed as open bracket, noun, noun, close bracket, noun, close bracket. If you didn't understand what I meant, I'm going to type it in chat right now. There's 10 ways to divide 3 adjectives in a row into 3 groups, which will respectively modify the third, second, and first noun. Uh, we can also suppose that the nouns are bracketed the other way. So I'm going to post that in chat in a moment. Right there. So then no adjective can modify the second noun, can only modify the whole 2 noun compound. So then we can divide the 3 adjectives into only 2 groups as before. And there's 4 ways to do this. 4 plus 10, 14. R9, how many bracketings are possible for each of these sequences? And explain A through F, noun, adjective, noun, adjective, noun, adjective, noun, so on. Not going to say it all out. The first one is 1. Second one is 2. Third one is 3. Fourth one is 7. Fifth one is 12. Sixth one is 30. I do want to get through one more problem today, hopefully. So I'm going to skip the explanation on this one since it's very lengthy. But the link is in chat, and if you want to see if you can find the explanation yourself, then of course you're welcome to do that. Okay, so the link to the next one is here. I'm not going to read the title. I don't speak Danish. So, so here's some numbers in Danish. Of course, I'm not going to say I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't want to offend anyone who does know Danish. Uh, look over the table yourself, and then express the following Danish numbers using numerals. And this is a good reason to know another language. A language that you know could come up, and you could have an easy problem to do. So I'm going to give about 2 minutes to do this question since short on time anyway. Okay, so first one A is 6. Second one is 59. Third is 23. Fourth is 95. Fifth is 62. Last one is 70. Uh, how to derive that, uh, I'm going to get to in the next question. So uh, we want to write out the following ones in Danish. So all of this will be derived from the initial table. So when in doubt, refer back to this table, see if you can find the patterns. If you can't find it, it'll be explained after this problem. All right, again, I'm sorry, not a lot of time. Uh, I'm gonna write these out. Give me a minute or two to write this all out. And we'll go over how to get it all in a minute. Okay, so all the answers are on the screen. Um, Again, sorry for the bad handwriting. I don't have I you know drawing using a mouse, whatever. It's not a pencil. Uh, so a pattern we can notice is Danish numbers greater than 10. They express the units first, then the tens, linked by the two letters OG. In the original data, only one element, 9, is repeated. The pattern can be seen further in the numbers you're asked to translate. You know, Trey or TRE is 3, and I don't know how to pronounce this. TOOGTYVE is 2022. So you can guess TREOGTYVE. You can guess that pretty easily. For most of the answers, it's just decomposing the given examples and then reconstructing them. So uh, we can initially work out that 1 in the units is EN, 2 is TO, 3 is TRE, 4 is FIRE, 5 is FEM, 6 is SEKS, 7 is SYV, 8 we can't really find, 9 is NI. In the tens, 2 is TYVE. We don't have 1. We don't have 3 or 4 either. 5 is HALVTREDS. 6 is TRES. 7 is HALVFJERDS. 8 is FIRS, and 9 we cannot derive. So uh, there's uh, there's one that there's a Danish word that uh it's HALVFEMS. It's not given in the data, neither is 90. So if we ask for a word that is included in the data, it's the case that you're expected to be able to work out. So you have to notice a pattern for the tens other than 20. The even tens, meaning 60 and 80, 40, they're represented as n times 20. Uh, so this is very complicated. It's actually not really complicated. It's just annoying to understand. I found it annoying to understand. Um, so the odd tens 50 and 70 are expressed as have or halfway to the next 10. So the ending DS is etymologically the ordinal number. So treads or 60 is the third score or third 20. It's not represented as three score, 3 times 20, but it's not really obvious because FIR and DS becomes FJERDS. But it's just up to your imagination. So you can guess that have FEMS HALVFEMS is 90 based on the pattern of 50 and 70. You could have expected HALVFEMDS, but it's close enough. So it just means halfway to the fifth score. That's about it to this problem, I believe. Let me clear that. Yeah, it's it to the problem. I don't think we have time for another problem, as I'm pretty sure this one is relatively long as well. Yeah, it's pretty long. So I guess I'm just gonna call it here today. We still have 5 minutes left, so any questions, feel free to ask. Next week will be taught by Charlotte, 5:30 to 6:30. I believe it's the 4th, November 4th. This is the halfway mark of the 12-week program. The last session is December 16th. And if you really want to keep on coming, I encourage you to, even if you're not planning to take NACLO, this is it's a good exercise, good to know. It can help later on, like you may not understand like how it helps. It just may appear in random places, but yeah, that's about it. If you can start leaving now if you want. uh and thank you for coming, and I will be sticking around here for a few more minutes if anyone has any questions.